Hey guys, welcome back to House Flipper 2 with Rash Decision. If you're enjoying the content, please leave a like and subscribe to let me know. Enjoy the video. And we're back at it again here. Once again, we're looking at the PC house, and if you notice, everything's been pretty well finished. After the game crashed, and I guess what to you guys is going to be the last video, I attempted to go back and re-record, or start recording again, I should say, the rest of the video. And if you actually go in here, you notice that these are actually lined up properly, and I have a couple more in here. This is because when I went back and tried to record the last half of the video, the video just didn't output. I'm not sure what exactly happened there. OBS said it was recording. It stopped recording and then just gave a generic error message when it attempted to output the file. So you didn't see me do like this little bit, like moving this door and painting this room in here. And if we look, this is very nice lighting in here. So in today's video, since we're just picking right back up, I'm actually going to be furnishing. I'm going to start in this room because I think this is the room that's going to look really, really nice. We're going to start furnishing. And I did have a thought of replacing this door with one with a window in it because this is going to be like a business office, and I thought that might look a little bit better. But I already have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do with the furnishing, so we're just going to go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do, I am going to go see if there is like a door with like a window in it that might look really nice in that spot. This one, or this one. Let's see. Yeah, that one would work great. That's like the same style and everything. Well, I guess not really style, but the same kind of door that you would expect to see in this kind of location. This is the door that's here. And I noticed that that one's 48 inches wide, that one's 40, that's another 48, and that one has a window. And ooh, that is a very business-like door, isn't it? Ooh. That one's feeling pretty good. This one's feeling pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. And we're going to buy this one. And let's see. It's going to be... Yeah, it should be right. Let's see. So I need the white. Got to make sure that's white. Base B, European walnut. And details are going to remain black. Actually, I'm going to leave the... Oh, crap. I'm going to leave the handle in black. But I'm going to change these details to the copper. Again, just for that little extra. Just that little tiny extra that it needs. Let's see, there we go. Wait a second. I have a feeling that's going to go. Ah, I do have it the wrong way. Okay. Oh. There we go. Yeah, look at that. That looks like a business kind of doorway. And it's got that nice little window in it so you can see through. There we go. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. Now, again, I have never looked at what options I have for furniture. So this is going to be a little bit of a learning experience. Luckily, like I said, I'm pretty sure I know what I'm looking for. So, let's see. And we want a desk. I want a big, sturdy business desk. But I'm not seeing... Oh, there's one. Perfect. And, of course, we're going to be doing this in the European walnut. The top of it. Oh, we can change the top. That means I'm actually going to go over... I don't have any of the metal options. I was hoping I could do like a brushed metal of some kind. But leaving that, I'm going to do a glossy black. Yeah, there we go. Do a glossy black plastic. There we go. And the handles, I'm going to do... I don't want to do copper, because copper kind of matches the European walnut a little bit too well. I was hoping for a brass, but it seems like gold might be the best option here. And I could change the handles too. And I want yeah, like that. Little round handles. That's what I'm after. That's the ticket. Okay, I want to... can't talk. I want to center this on that window. hard to tell which one of these is centered. Looks like this one's going to be centered, but I'll have to pull it out just a little bit. And the other side of that is I do still want to try to put a fireplace in here, and I don't know what kind of spacing I'm going to need for that, so let's do that first. And just like last time, I don't remember where fireplaces are because I never went looking for them at any point. Maybe they're, let's see, no, it's just different categories. Okay. I don't know. I really wish this would show me where the item is that I'm looking up, you know? Because it would really help me out to find it later. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm having a problem with. I could replicate the one from downstairs, but I don't really want to. This one seems a little bit more stately. This one, simple, but very straightforward. This one, ooh, I like that one has the differing depth. I think that's going to really work a lot better for this kind of location, where I've already got the spot jutting out from the wall. Let's see, what kind of options do I have that are pre-built? I don't like the wood. I've never liked the idea of putting wood around a fireplace, except for like the mantle. I'm okay with the mantle, but I'm not really seeing one here I'm super interested in, so we're gonna mess around with it. Doing the brick. That's kind of what I was thinking, was kind of extend out the brick that I have on the wall already. That's a good idea. Okay, so this, I want this to be like a slate, just a slab of granite. Let's do that. Sandstone. Not quite what I'm thinking. Gray marble. Oh, that's really shiny. Raw stone. There we go. Yeah. And then I could match this to like a lighter color. It doesn't quite have the effect I was thinking it was going to. Let's have a look else. What else we have? I could do the black terrazzo that I have downstairs and like the countertop and stuff. Not too big a fan of that because there's no black in this room. No, yes, there is. There's the top of the desk. I like the pea gravel. The pea gravel is very strange to me. It has a lot of texture. That's extremely visually interesting. So when you already have visual intrigue like the stone I'm going to use here, this would be too much. I would have to go more subtle than that. That's too shiny. I don't want shiny. I might do like a glossy finish on the wood up here, like a wax finish, if I could find something that fits that bill. But I don't want to do anything shiny down here because I want this to be my rigid foundation. A black granite. It's too shiny, too shiny. Striped marble. I think it's going to be too shiny. I think all these are like the polished stone. The polished stone down here is going to be a little bit too much because it's going to be too shiny. Yeah, I'm thinking the raw stone is really what I'm looking for. I want it to be like that solid, hardy foundation. I did think about the smooth concrete previously. I'm thinking the concrete might not be a bad idea, just to give it a little bit of extra texture, but make it still look like it has like that really nice solid foundation underneath it. Make it look heavy. And then of course in the details, so this is the mantle. Okay, this is what I was talking about, where I might want to do like a shiny or something that looks like maybe it's wax, something like that. Probably the European walnut is going to be the best option. I just really wish it looked shinier, or I had a way to make it look shinier in this context. So just this context alone. Let's see. Brazilian walnut. Let's see. I'm going to grab this and we'll direct compare. That might work. That might work. Have like that ever so slightly different texture of wood. But it doesn't bother me because I wanted it shinier anyway to contrast with the areas around it. So that seems like it would work really, really well. So Brazilian walnut's got a really high spot on our list. The high gloss I don't much care for because it ends up with like these bubbles in it, like it was epoxied and just someone didn't get the bubbles out properly. I have looked at this texture so many times, and no offense to you if you like this texture, if this looks really awesome to you, more power to you. I don't like it. This looks like it was done incorrectly when you look at it in the wrong light, and it bothers me to no end. If it was just like a regular piece of wood like these, and it looked like it was just waxed really heavily, or like had like a wonderful epoxy layer over the very surface of it, like a thin epoxy layer, I would like it a lot more. See, stained chestnut. Now these are a little bit shinier. That's a polished wood. That's actually kind of what I was thinking. So I might just see if I can get that to come out with the right color. Let's see. So these, of course, you know, you can do like one of those. Maybe go back to the drab and hit it with like, ooh, girl. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yes! Yes! Okay, we're making progress. And now this is going to kind of come into what I was talking about with like the gold. It's a little bit too much, isn't it? Oh no. The bronze would be perfect for it. But I think if I could just make the holders gold and make this black, it would make it actually perfect. But because I can't, I would rather use a less strongly colored metal. Yeah, the bronze looks really, really good. I'm okay with the bronze. This, I just want this to be black. Just straight black. Don't even at me. I just want it painted black. Gray marble. Can I? No. Stone custom. And this is custom colored stone. So I'm thinking I'm just going to grab one of these. Like the sandstone. I think I'm going to grab the gray marble and just paint it black. There we go. Give it a little bit of lightness so you can see the texture in it. There we go. And I might redo the desk with bronze. I don't know though. That actually doesn't look half bad because when you look at it under the warmer light, that bronze does look like it's more brass or copper, doesn't it? Let's see. Ah, now I do notice that this is a bit wider. Is it perfect? Oh my goodness, folks. Oh. I could not have asked for that to be better. Could not have asked. Now the only problem is I wanted to center the desk on the window, but I'm kind of thinking that's a little bit too close to that fireplace, and I'm actually going to move it out a little bit. I don't like it, but let's see. That's a half. Yeah, we'll move it 1.5. That's okay. Yeah, we'll do with that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Okay. So next, let's build out the desk area and our guest seating. Let's see, armchairs and office chairs. There we go. That's a gaming chair. I will put that in the other room. I want something that's a little bit more elegant. I would love this if it had wheels. I'm kind of thinking about doing this anyway, just because it does look nice. This one's not bad. It has a little bit more. Actually, I bet I could modify this to make it look really cool. I notice it doesn't have wheels. I would much rather have one with wheels, but I guess I can live without them. I don't want to do that one. That's a gaming chair. That's not a very... if I'm going to do that one, I guess this one's a little bit more modern. Doesn't have like the same quite the same aesthetic I want this one. I want this one because I'm trying to go for like that, like the pseudo 1920s detective office. I love that aesthetic, the film noir aesthetic. I love it. So I think I can modify this and see what I can come up with. Let's see, do it in the European walnut. No, I'm going to do it in the same thing as the mantle, where I kind of did the colored wood and polished. We're going to go to drab. We're going to grab, I think it was this one. There we go. And then, of course, I want the details to be... It's hard to tell because the details are very small. There's that little ring right there. I definitely prefer the bronze for this kind of situation because the bronze is a little bit more subtle. But I like the gold because the gold is a little bit brighter. Let me try... You know what? Let's try the brushed aluminum and see if I can actually create a better color. Ooh. Ooh, I can. There we go. Like a brass. Let's compare that to what... Oh yeah, that's exactly what I want. Yes. Yes, queen. Yes. Okay. Open. Oh, there's the carpet. Why can't I get that on something else? That would make sense. That's like a... I've had a chair with that's upholstered like this before. I hated it. Genuinely hated it. Where's like glossy leather? There we go. Alligator. Anybody need some boots? Why is that so... Why can't I just have smooth leather? Where's just like smooth leather? I mean, that's the smooth leather, I guess. I don't like it being glossy like that, but I'm gonna do it in black. Here we go. Yeah, I don't much care for the fact that the only leather I can do is smooth in is... Oh, I can't sit down anymore? Oh, that's annoying. I loved being able to sit down at the desk after I get it placed and everything, just so I could see, you know, like what the room looks like when you have everything down. Let's go ahead and go grab my my laptop and move it now that I can. And of course, we're actually going to change the style of this laptop because I'm going to get it out of the way here. I'm going to kind of scoot it over to the side. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. Kind of scoot it over the side. I'm going to put guest chairs in front of the desk. And I always had this thought that I've always preferred having my computer right in front of me if I'm going to use it. But being it's a laptop, you can move it if you want to. Like, it's not a big deal. And more than that, I want the computer off to the side normally because if somebody's sitting in a guest chair, I don't want them to have to look around my laptop at me. I would rather have it like this where I can look directly at them and not have something in between us. It just seems like a very professional way to go about it. I'm just going to do solid black. Actually, I'll do that. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Then, of course, a solid black mouse. And the reason I'm doing it in black here is it just has a lot to do with presentation. Again, you don't want to be sitting here talking to like a potential client and have them like super distracted by this giant bright object on a black desk like this. The black is more just like it's a subtlety. It creates a field. And you are sitting across from the contractor on that field rather than trying to create a conversation over top of something else. So this is more just a subtlety that just kind of adds to the field rather than... This kind of creates a subtlety that just adds to the field rather than you having to talk over top of it. Okay. Whoops. That's right, because okay. So now let's talk about armchairs, because we're looking for something. Ooh, here we go. This is already hitting a really nice juncture right here. This one also is a really good option. This one's more like the, I don't know what you would call it. Well, it's a 40s or 50s style. It's a little bit newer than what I would like with the film noir. Film noir would hit more like this super ornate style that almost matches like somewhere between Art Deco and Art Nouveau. I know that sounds really silly when you're looking at it like this. It's just a chair, right? Has a few nice details, but that's what I mean. It's just a chair. It doesn't have to be super ornate or anything. So we'll go ahead and we'll do the same thing here. I'm going to do the polished wood. We're going to hit it with, we're on our drab, we're going to hit it with this. And that's an intersection right there. That means I could change this. I could do something different with this and make it look really nice. But I'm actually going to keep it as it is and we'll move on. We'll come back to it if we need to. And I'm going to do this the leather again. And of course, oh, that's glossy leather and I want it black. Now what I could do is I could make this, change this up a little bit and make the seat, make it white leather. That wouldn't be too bad. Because it has like these nice little ornaments off to the side that would offset really nicely. Now of course these are going to be the brass color again. I need to change the fireplace to that brass rather than using the built-in bronze. So we'll go ahead and we'll change that to this brass color that I had, like that. And then the details A, and then that's that. Okay. We'll do the polished wood. We'll set it to this one. Actually, I really like the way that looks. Let's go ahead and try it with white and see what it looks like. Ah, that's not bad either. It's a little bit less subtle. It has a little bit more of a loud presence to it. But because there's going to be two of them, I think it's going to make the room look too heavy with that loud of a presence. Oh, that's a bit of a larger chair than I was expecting. I was thinking it was going to be like a little bit smaller, but that's okay. I'm going to... Okay. And I'm looking at the dots to kind of line this up to one dot outside of the desk. The problem is on this side, it's going to contact the door. Let me try placing it. We'll see what it does. Like that. Got one dot outside the door. It's like that. Yeah, that's going to get in the way. Oh, no, it doesn't. It doesn't really give a lot of thoroughfare for walking. I'm not a fan of that. I love the idea of having them facing in like that. So I'm going to actually just move them closer and see if I can make it work that way. I think it's not going to... I think we're not going to have enough room. Let's see, like that. Like that. Well, you can walk through it now. That's better. Actually, that's not bad. I'm kind of okay with that. One faces in, that one faces in. I'm just kind of eyeballing, making sure that they are symmetrical. And it looks like they're not centered on the desk. So that's a bit of a problem. Let me grab this because I lined it up using the outside square like this. Okay, so that was there. And then the question is, I think this one's too far over is what the problem is. I think I lined it up to the wrong dot. I think it means they're going to collide. They are going to collide. Because I'd have to line it up to this one, and that's not going to work. Okay, so let's try instead of trying to caddy them in, actually, I think I see an idea. Shit. Let's try to do that. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, it'll work. And they seem to be... That one's a little bit too far out still. Instead, let me just move this one. Wait a minute. Am I just lining this one up to... I am lining that one up to the wrong one. That's what the problem is. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now I could probably just like hit one notch of rotation. And line it back up. One notch. There we go. Yeah, that's working. Have a clean viewpoint to the to that chair. Excellent. Now what I have to do, I'm going to try to see if there is a small side table that I can fit between these chairs. I don't think there's going to be. Not small enough to do this anyway. But, let's see. Now, one thing I am thinking about is if... I would like to have the two chairs, but because this room is so small compared to the size of those chairs, there was the thought in my head, I'm going to try looking at like different chairs. But first, the idea has struck me to kind of use just the one chair, kind of catty corner a little bit more, and then put the table next to it. Let me see how big this chair is, because this was the other one. Oh, that one's like the same size, isn't it? Is there a smaller armchair? I don't much care for that. That one's a little bit smaller. Not by much, but it is a little bit smaller. I love how ornate this one is, though. It's really fitting the aesthetic I had in mind. There is this one. This one's got a very Art Nouveau to it. It's a little bit too strong for what I want to try, because I don't want to let it be that loud. I want it to be a little bit more subtle. But I'm not seeing any great options here. Yeah, let me just find it. Let me just see if I can find a table. Table. Beds. Tables. Consoles. No. Small tables. Ah! I remember using this one in House Flipper 1. Yeah, this will work perfect if it lets me put it in here. No. No, it's not going to. Ah. Really? Ah, okay. Tell you what. I'm going to do it. I didn't like this this chair taking up so much space anyway. So that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm doing it right there. And now that I've got it placed, I remember that I have to change the style on it. So I'm actually going to make the whole thing the brass color. Actually, I'll just make the structure the brass and make the top of it the wood. And then the top will be polished. There we go. I wasn't expecting that to be the wood as well. I'm going to make the whole thing the brass. Actually, let's change this. Oh, that's not what I was expecting. Yeah, it's staying that brushed look. I was thinking maybe I can make it like a little bit louder. Let's try just going straight for like this or this. That's not quite what I was expecting to happen. Yeah, and there's just these two. Well, I can leave chrome. Oh, it's not really shiny at all either. So I guess it's just an engine limitation then. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that then and leave it. Okay. So we're doing that. Okay. Okay, we're getting places. All right. I'm gonna put a rug underneath the guest chair. So let's go under decorations, floor. I started to say floral, but it's not. It's floor. Why is that there? Is that something I could change? No. Oh. Okay. I guess so. Awesome. Let's see. Fringe. Yeah, I want the fringe. Let's see. Green. Flowers. Like leather. I don't know how you do leather. Let's see. Base. Fluffy carpet. I definitely don't want the plaid, but we will get there. Okay, that's that. Now that I guess the question I have is, what color do I want it to be? Because it's fine if it's patterned. I mean, I'm okay with that. Not a big deal. I just don't know if I care too much about it being big, bright red for this setup. I could tie it in the room, but I kind of want to do an offset color. Like use something different. Like maybe like a deep blue. Or like a yellow. No, not a yellow. Yellow's going to be too bright for a floor decor. It's going to bring... Let's get the pattern set first. I'm okay with some of these. Not seeing one that's jumped out to me yet. A little bit too modern. A little bit too odd. I bet you could make this look like blood splatters. I should probably not give the developers any ideas after some of the stuff I've seen. Let's see. I'm still not seeing anything that really jumps out at me in the patterns here. Kind of okay with this one. This one right here is really the only one that's fully jumped at me. But if I do this one, I'm gonna do like something like this. Ah, that's Eastern, isn't it? I misread that. I saw this and I was thinking like a French monastery. But that looks like pagodas, doesn't it? Ah, damn, I don't think that's gonna work. Okay. Maybe something like this, or... I'm okay with that. I guess it's really gonna come down to what I want the base color to be. Could do... like a... desaturated green, like that. That's not bad. What colors do I have? Make it a little bit brighter so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I guess I canceled out of the... So I'm guessing this is all I have. So I can scroll down. I didn't see that I could scroll down at first. I'm kind of thinking like maybe like a desaturated green like this. Hey, what about a brown? I got too much brown already, don't I? Because of the European walnut. Not sure what I'm feeling. Because I'm just going to go with the faded green. Because that's the only one that's really worked for me so far. I'm going to brighten this out a little bit. And then, of course, I need to go to the fringe. Kind of... that. And then this out here. Is it just this? It must be. Yes, okay. There we go. See how that does. Hey, that's not half bad. Hey, you know, that's not bad. I'll leave it like that. And... okay, yeah, that's working pretty well, actually. I'm here for that. I'm going to see if I can find, like, a couple of bookshelves. Storage, shelf, medium shelf. Low storage, that's going to be like commodes and like TV cabinets. Shelves. Coat rack. Tall storage, here we go. Bookcase, ooh, it has a see-through. Not sure how I feel about that because that's more modern, having that big metal band. That's too big. How big is that? How deep is it, rather, I should say. I don't want to have it stick out past the fireplace because I want that to be kind of the centerpiece of that wall. How about this one? Oh, here we go. A little bit deeper than I wanted, but that's pretty well what I was thinking, actually. Yeah, I don't see anything else that's really suiting me here because the rest of these are a little bit too big. And that one's alright, but it's got that modern aesthetic to it, that modern, clean aesthetic. That one's okay. Kind of like that 50s, 60s aesthetic. Modern. Love to use something like this. Would absolutely love it. There's a smaller one. Hey! You know? You know? Okay. Well, let's... yeah, if I can change the side of it, then... I'm going to just put this one over here, kind of experiment with it. And then I'll put the other one down in a moment. There we go, on the half. Kind of let that wall a little bit peek through. Nah, that's not going to work. I was sitting here thinking maybe I could build this out and make this like a flush, but no, I wouldn't be able to. So I'm not going to do it. Let's see, change style. I'm on the left, that's good. I can't see the handle. There we go. Where is... that looks like a flat knob, doesn't it? There it is. Okay. It's a number 8. I have to remember that. It's a number 8. Okay, so the base... should I make it entirely? It looks like I may not have an option. What are the details? Wait. What did that change? The top, okay. So I can probably just like match the desk with it, and that's really about it. Let's go to the European walnut. We'll do the handle in this. Actually, I do want that to be in the gold, so it's a little bit shinier. And the details, I'll put that into the glossy plastic and black. There we go. Yeah, it's looking good. I'm okay with that. Duplicate that. I'm going to put this one over here. There we go. And modify it to be on the right. Yeah! Look at that. That's looking great. I like that. Okay. So the next part of it is actually pretty straightforward because all I need to do... I'm going to put a TV up here. Let me do that real quick because I did want to put a TV up there. Daniel. I don't know what the difference is between these because I'm not used to this system yet. I'm guessing that's the smallest, medium, large. Let's do the medium. Oh, that sticks out quite a bit more than I expected it to. I wonder if it's because I can move it? We'll try. We'll see what it does. I was hoping I'd be able to move it, but that's okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's see if there's like a receiver or something. There's a TV remote. I have a remote just like this. I like that a little bit better. would put this one over here. Stereo receiver. I don't want to do a stereo in here. It's a little bit much. Okay, we'll bypass it. Let's do lights. Actually, where's the decoration? Let's put something up on the mantle just to make it look a little nicer. Standing. We could do that. That's weird. I see a lot of the decorations I've used in missions before. Kind of feeling something like this. If I could get something like this that has like the gold filling between the cracks, that would be perfect for this kind of setup. Yeah, we'll do like the gold, and I'm guessing that's this in here. Yeah, it's that pea gravel. Okay. Oh, that's much larger than I thought it was going to be. I thought that thing was going to be small. Okay, never mind. How big is that? That works. I'm gonna leave this white because I don't mind it being white to match like the white trim and everything. And over here, let's see, what else do we have? Big boxes, big old boxes. Oh, a clock. I might put a clock on the wall, but not up here. What? Oh, I see. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Sure, let's put that on the desk. Just because. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see. Trays. And is not seeing anything that really hits home there. Pictures. Is there like a standing picture frame of some kind? No. Picture frame. Oh, I'm guessing you can fill in the picture frame with whatever you want to, can you? Well, I'm not seeing quite what I'm looking for. I guess I can just do a candle. I don't like the idea of putting a candle underneath the TV like that. That seems like a bad time incoming. A swan? Okay, I'm okay with that. That seems a little bit big for what I want to put it, where I want to put it, but that's okay. If I put it off to the side, it won't be a problem. There we go. I'm okay with that. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and put up some pictures. Let's see, picture frame, picture frame. How big is that? Ooh, that's perfect. That's, yeah, let's put the square one here. And we'll put like custom picture. Oh boy. Oh, okay, so it doesn't pull it from my hard drive. I was about to say I don't know what it could possibly. I see it there, user. I'm not gonna click that because I don't know where it's gonna go, and I don't want to accidentally, like, if it tries to throw it into my videos folder. I don't want it to spoil any of my future videos because I've got a whole bunch of thumbnails and stuff in there. So we're just gonna pull from the internal for the time being, at least until I can get it set up with a specific folder I can pull stuff from. That will work. So that actually does change the frame. Oh boy, that looks great. Let's do a portrait for this side. Height 40, matte. Oh, I do like that. For a portrait, that's excellent. And we'll leave it white. Okay. And height 40. Let's go to 48. That'll be good. Might be a little bit too big, but that's okay. There it is. Excellent portrait. Love it. And over here, I'm going to do a big wide one. Like that, this. I'm doing 48 again. That's going to make it nice and big. And I actually want that to be edge to edge. So let's do this. Move that up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Look at that. We got it popping in here. Let's reduce the brightness on these. I meant to do that after I placed them, but I totally forgot. Also going to increase the warmth. Let's go down to 4200. Here we go. And I remember from the other room trying to do this. These will not copy and paste the style. So I kind of have to do this by hand. Oh, come on. Okay. Then if I do that, actually I'm going to take it down to 40. And there's a specific reason why I'm doing that. Okay. Okay. So let's take 2 more lights. Take 2, no, I want wall lamps. Wall, not table, wall. But anyway, I wanted to use a couple of these. And we're going to do the shade in black. We're going to do the base and the European walnut. The details are going to be gold. And the bulb socket, that's fine. And I want to first place one right here above the TV. Kind of let it cascade light down. How low do I need to take it there? That's going to be too close to the TV. I'm not going to do that then. I'm going to put one... Well, I thought. I guess I'm going to do a curtain of light behind the desk. I wanted to do something kind of fancy, but those long, thin lights that you would put in House Flipper 1 that just had like the thin curtain of light that would cascade from them, those would have been perfect for this use case. There we go. Got the nice curtain of light coming down. And that's going to light up like the desk area right here. And I'm going to change the temperature of these, even though I'm not going to change the brightness too awful much. I might take it down a little bit, but not too much. But I want the brightness, I want the temperature to match, so they don't stand out too awful much. There we go. Excellent. Look at that. Now, of course, when you come in here, this is going to have a really nice presentation to it. Does that actually contact? It does not. It comes very, very close, but it does not. Okay. And then the last thing I want to do, I remember this was a thing in House Flipper 1, but we're going to have a look. Aha! A perfectly regular drink. Is that right? Hey developers, did you get in trouble for all those ones you had in the, the previous game? Is that what's going on here? Is that what happened? I'm just going to go ahead and put this right here. Let's see, do we have bathroom, groceries, kitchen, office supplies? Oh, there's some stuff for office in here. I will... It's cool. Does this have... Yeah, this is one of the ones with stuff in it. It's not the one that's standing, though. Ah, here's one of the ones that's standing. Oh. So those just come pre-packaged like that. I like it. Order more black ink. Yeah, that's about right. Printers these days won't work physically if you don't have all the ink in them. Let's do matte. I'm just going to do this one in black. I'm just going to do like a couple in here. I'm not going to fill this out right now. This is more just like, hey, look what I've done. Let's go ahead and put that like that. And back to what I was looking for. Groceries, kitchen accessories. It's going to be in here. Glass, glass, glass. Glass. Not seeing exactly what I'm looking for. Well, there we go. That might be it. That is it. There it is. Scotch glass right there. I have a couple of those. Of course. Let's see. I need a tray. I remember seeing those, but I think they were in standing decorations. How big is that? It's perfect. Yeah, I put it in. Well, that was in here, wasn't it? How big is this one? That's way too big. Okay. Accessories. Groceries. No, it's not groceries. I need this. Go. That doesn't quite do what I was hoping it was going to do. There we go. I'll put this a little bit closer. Lights, table lamps. This might be a little bit too large. Let's look at it. Oh no, that's exactly the right size. Okay. I'd be a little worried somebody would come in here and like knock this off. That's too big. Somebody would knock this off, but I'm gonna do it anyway, just because I can. Gold. The shade is gonna be ceramic. It's gonna be white. Well, ceramic's the only option. That's annoying, actually. Like, am I the only one who finds that annoying? Details. I don't know what detail. I see it. The ring at the top. We'll do that in black iron. There we go. There we go. Flawless. I might come back and fill these up off camera, but doing it on camera is going to take up way too much time to do that. But there we go. There's my business office. Looking spiffy. Looking spiffy. Very film noir style. That's just the way I like it for this kind of thing. So let's go ahead. We'll move on. Let's do the bedroom next, because again, I do have a pretty good idea of how I'm going to do it. And this one's going to be really, really straightforward, because all it's going to be is a bedroom, nothing superfluous to that. Let's do... That's fine. I'm not going to change the color too awful much. I just kind of want to get the stuff in here and get it done. Actually, I'm going to move it over to the other side, because I do prefer getting it out of bed on this side. It seems like it's going to be a little bit large, don't you think? Let's hit a single. Not really. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. That works. Whoops. I don't worry too much about what it looks like. I just want to get it put down. If I decide I want to change the style later, I'll change the style later. Let's see, tables. Small tables. Looking for like a nightstand. That's not really hitting quite what I was thinking it was going to. Okay, well... Storage, small storage. Ah, here we go. This is what I wanted. There we go. That kind of matches. We'll just do that. And we'll put ourselves a nice little lamp on it. I remember that one being really, really big. So I'm just going to do this one. And the base, I don't want to do wood for the base on this one. I'm going to do the sandblasted steel. That seems a little bit odd. I'll do the black. Shade. Not the suede. Rib knit, knitted fabric. Let's do that one. And we'll just do gray. We don't have to do real crazy with it. Gray for the bulb socket. There we go. There we go. Tall storage, wardrobes. A wardrobe is going to go into the closet over here. So I'm kind of thinking about putting like a dresser like right here, just to say that I have something. Medium. Here we go. Aha, yes. That's hitting like pretty close to what I was thinking. Yeah, we can match that style. There we go. It's not quite the same, but it still has like the same kind of aesthetic. Like I said, I'm just trying to get something placed down so I can kind of move forward with what I'm doing. Let's see, what color? Oh, it's just the black iron that I used on the lamp. Do I want to use black iron again? I'd hate to do that. I guess it doesn't really make too much difference. Let's do that. I'll put a mirror over here. Let's see, decorations, pictures. Oh, is a mirror not? Aha, here they are. That's fine. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Oh, it's a little bit too big. I don't like it not having a frame. That one has a frame. Is that, oh, there we go. I'm okay with that. Kind of put like the mirror over there to the side. And then I'm going to, I see, I could probably put something here, but I don't know what. Seed storage. Console table. That fits shockingly well. I would be remiss to not use that in some way. Okay, so I'm actually going to make the legs the black iron. Whoops. I'm going to make the top the European walnut. There we go. Kind of at least give something there that just looks like it should be there. And I'm actually going to move this over here. Kind of make this like a dressing table almost. Okay. So I see 1, 2, 3 places I could put like a wall decoration of some kind. And of course, I see a spot right in front of me I could put a plant. So I'm going to have a look at what kind of... Oh. You know what? That's actually really cool that they've added this stuff in here. Props. I love it. Props to the developers, not props in the game. Yeah, they're all props, right? You know, but yeah, props to the developers. That's cool. I like that. Hot sauce. I was just looking since I'm in here. What? Oh, the Monster Energy. Right. Since I was right here, I was just looking around. Again, as I've said before, I'm actually a specialist in the support of 2020, a kitchen design software. So when I look at like building kitchens in games like this, I always love seeing just what's around and what I can build a kitchen with, and I'm going to be doing up that kitchen with props and such. But yeah, the bedroom, I'm not going to do too much with the bedroom. I just want to do like a couple of little things here and there. I think it's going to be under decorations, if I had to guess. Are there no plants? No, I remember there being plants. Where are they? Because I've played so many of them in the missions. Am I stupid? Hey, you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to take this, I don't like the black and red. I'm going to, let's see, matte, glossy. We're going to make it like this. I'm putting that on the nightstand. I personally don't keep a Steam Deck on my nightstand. My wife gave me her old Steam Deck when she got one of the new ones, and I've been planning. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I've been planning on turning it into a retro console. But usually I do keep my phone on my nightstand to at least. Alarm clock. I'm just seeing what there is right now, so I apologize if I'm taking a little bit too long. I should probably do this off camera again, just like I did with the building materials, but it's okay. Hobbies. What was I looking for? Plants. Maybe in here? Aha! It is in here. So let's see. Let's do a medium. I think this is going to be a little bit larger than I expect. But I'm going to try it. That is much larger than I expected. Small? Oh! Oh, that's cool. I'm going to do... Yeah, just one of the regular plant pot pots. I'm 5 seconds from ripping out my own vocal cords. I want you to know that. Let's see, ornamental. What are we feeling? What are we feeling? I think those are going to be too large. A rubber plant, that's going to be too large. Hey, a small rubber plant. There we go. I'm okay with that. A little bit too dark. I need a brighter colored plant to go in this particular spot. Let's see, lavender, maiden grass. I think this might do me. Yeah. It's a smaller pot, but it doesn't matter. I was hoping for something bigger and bushier. I could try doing something like this. A white orchid. There we go. Now we're talking. Yeah. Yeah, now we're talking. That's exactly what I was thinking. Kind of fill up that corner a little bit. I'm not much of a plant person myself in the real world. I understand how horticulture, how greenhouses, I understand how to grow plants. Farming Simulator is one of my favorite games. I grew up with my father being a tractor and diesel mechanic. I lived up around near farms. Understanding how to grow plants and how to take care of them, it's almost second nature. Like, it's not even a thing. I could absolutely do. Ooh, Virginia creeper. Oh boy. I see a lot of options. Ooh, I love this. This is what I live for. This artistic chaos. Oh, I'm going to be doing a lot of this outside, aren't I? I've used these before. Kinda, yeah, like this. I've done that before. In House Pepper 1, got a rose bush. And I'm guessing those can be colored. Yes. Yes, they can. I do know that each of the different colors will represent something. So I do apologize, but I don't know them exactly. Now, orange actually is extreme. It's strictly platonic, like a friendship. Orange is absolutely friendship. Like, I do know that for absolute certain. Like, red is romance. White is purity. Orange is purely like friendship. Like there's a few of them I do know. There's a few of them I don't know. But yeah, all of the rose colors represent something different. So you could actually decorate a house using that a baseline, uh, as a baseline in your design, rather than decorating for color, decorate for what you're trying to represent with it. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that as for like the only plant, at least for now. What I could do is I could actually move this over, kind of put it into the light directly. Although, now that I think about it, don't orchids... I have a buddy that's really, really good at this sort of thing, but I think orchids don't care for light overly much, so I think I would put it over here, just so that it would only get light during particular parts of the day and not all day. So I'm going to kind of go ahead and stick it back over here. And you know what? I will rotate it a little bit here. There we go. Lovely, lovely. I don't know what else to put in here, to be 100% honest with you. I think I may just put in like some knickknacks and just call it a day. Groceries, kitchen, office aids, other. What else do we have? Hoodie, a jacket, a waste bin. You know, that is something. I could put a waste bin in the office too. In fact, it'd be a great place for it. There we go. And I'll put a waste bin like right there. I like it. Could do like slippers. Not much of a slipper person myself, but I do wear slip-on shoes. Like I've had people tell me I wear grandpa shoes, but I like them. They're very comfortable, and they're very easy to get on and off if I need to just get up and go somewhere. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna leave that on the table. Let's see. I don't know what else to put in here. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to do some knickknacks. Just go into the decorations, just see what I can find. Already did a vase. I don't want to do another vase, so I don't have to. A candle would be pretty cool. I'll put a candle like in each window, or like at the corner of each window. Because I do love the idea of candles, not as decorative objects, but more as utilitarian objects. Like if the power goes out, I always have to have a candle like within arm's reach for that occurrence. I don't like to trust batteries in electronic devices. Like, sure, if I have it, I'm going to use it, but I always want to have a backup for my backup, and I know that a candle is going to last like days if I light it. In fact, I actually keep a scented candle on my desk here for that exact purpose. Not really as a fear if the power goes out necessarily, but more as a just having the security of the backup of the backup. Because my computer and my entire desk is all ran through a giant battery backup anyway. And of course, you know, I have my phone in my pocket. It has a flashlight on it. I have a flashlight in the drawer. And I have this candle right here next to me, just in case. I can't stand not being prepared for an eventuality. I'm not a doomsday prepper. Don't hear me talk the way I do and then say, "Oh, how's your basement looking?" No, it's fine. I don't doomsday prep, but it is something I think about. It's like, how would I handle that situation, being that I'm not? And sometimes it's a difficult question to answer, but sometimes I have several answers. Kind of looking through what... I know I do want to put some of those gaming posters in the game room. But I don't really want to put a game poster in the bedroom necessarily. I just want to keep it pretty basic. You know, that would be... Yeah, that's gonna work, because there we go. A little bit of cheekiness there. Let's see, Muse. I could do a couple of those movie posters. I'm okay with that. Am I? My tools, my rules. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you right now, tools. Like, good tools to do really good projects and good work are extremely expensive. If you walk into someone else's garage and you're borrowing their tools, I'm going to ask you to very, very nicely do what they ask you to do. Because some of those tools can get into hundreds, if not sometimes thousands of dollars very, very quickly. I've been looking myself into trying to do like woodworking and like epoxy turning here recently, and that is something that will be on the channel eventually. Like that's way, way down the road, but I'm going to do a real life simulator game where I build something in my shed, but that's going to be way, way later. And when I looked at like even just a lathe, just a basic everyday lathe was like 2, 3. In some cases, it was up to like $5 and $7 and $10,000 just for a quality lathe that could do that sort of thing. And wood turning doesn't even really need as high of a torque as metal turning does, so you don't even need as nice of a lathe as you do for that sort of thing. And my father actually has several lathes, being a diesel mechanic and metal fabricator engineer. Heart flipper again. I'm kind of thinking I'm gonna do a picture because I want to do something kind of wider, but isn't super. There we go. Something that isn't really invasive. Crap. You know what? I'm moving this. I'm gonna move it over here. Oh, crap. Go. I want something that's not overly invasive, and I don't like having that large of a frame. Is there like a thinner frame I can use? There we go. And I'm actually going to make that a white frame just to... How do I feel about doing like the polished wood? Glossy paint, and I'll just leave it white. Let's see, I'm going to do the matte in white as well, but it doesn't matter. I'm not even going to bother with a matte because this this picture, ooh, I could do a black matte and really offset it. There we go. Now if I'm going to do that, I'm going to do the plastic. Oh no, I can't do a plastic frame. Well, then I guess that's as good as it's going to get. There we go. Not invasive, just nice and subtle. Kind of let the area around it, because there's a lot of color here and here. Kind of let those kind of pick up the slack that this thing has. That's fine. I'm going to put a clock above that door. Decorations, wall. Go. We got a clock there, clock. Here we go. It's a nice simple clock. And I'm going to do this. We'll do this in glossy white, and the details are going to be in black iron. Actually, I could do those details in something really cool. Like gold or bronze. Ooh, let's do bronze. I like that idea. There we go. Have that little extra. There we go. See, it doesn't take long when you add the right decorations in the right place for a room to really come together. I'm not even going to bother with a rug because there's enough interest in the floor. And I've got these flat walls that have this little bit of intrigue all over them. So we're going to go ahead and here. And all I'm going to do for this episode is I'm going to finish this closet, which is just going to be a quick little throwdown, like a wardrobe or something, like just whatever's available, like what they had here to begin with. And then I'm going to go and do, excuse me, I'm going to go and do the game room. Actually, has the mirrors built into it. I feel like this is probably what was here before. Looks like that's lined up good. And the other thing, I do kind of want to put a bench over here. Let's see, I don't want that big. Ottoman. There we go. Something like that. That's what I was thinking. And I'm going to put some hooks up here. Let's see. Let's actually do... Not bathroom, office, other. Here we go. Like a hoodie and a jacket. Okay, yeah. Let's do something like... Oh, hello. What? Um, I guess I need a hook, don't I? I was hoping it had a hook in it, but I guess it doesn't. Let's see. So where was that? I think that was under decorations. Wall decor. Yeah, here we go. A wall hook. And I know there's like a couple of others like this. I'm gonna do like this and put like the hoodie over here. And then I'm going to grab something like this. Am I going to grab something like that? Yes. I'm going to grab something like this and put this over top of the, there we go. These are always really hard to center visually, just because of the problem with, you know, having it be asymmetrical like that. So let's see, let's go back to accessories, go up to here, hoodie. Well, I don't know. I'm just going to leave that like that. I'm just going to let it be. That's fine. And I'm going to reduce the brightness of this. I'm going to leave it the same color. We're just going to reduce the brightness, because this is a really small room for how large of a presence that light has. So there we go. And it's going to be done there. And then, of course, you know, all I did in here was just change the color and get the bathroom back to functional. I do need to put at least like a painting like here and like here. I say a painting, a picture. I guess it could be a painting. You know what? Let's go and do that. Let's get ourselves a nice big painting. Well, not too big, because I don't want to have too large of a presence and make this hallway feel claustrophobic. But I do want to have something here that kind of offsets just the blank wall. How are we feeling about this? Because it does have lots of dimension to it. Ooh, what I could do is this series. And just have like a few of them. I'm here for that, actually. I'm going to do it in bronze, because... And I'm okay with that base. Let's see. Let's make that a little bit smaller. Go. And this one is actually a little bit taller, so I'll bring it down a little bit. That'll kind of help offset the fact that it is taller. Make it a little bit more visually appealing. Now I do notice that these don't actually change, so I'm kind of wondering if something went wrong with how I placed it or something. I'm starting to think there was, but you know what? I'm not going to worry too much about it. I want this one, because it fills up that space a little bit better. Did I maybe... No, that one's square too. Look at that. There we go. And then over here, if I can... Oh, assembly disk. I was wondering, what is that? Let's see. Let's do this thin framed one, and we'll try to pick a simpler picture like I did previously. I do like these, but I don't want to overuse them through the house, so I want to try to do something like this. And of course, I'm going to do the same thing, the same trick with the mat as I did previously. That's interesting. It changes the aspect ratio when I do that. But yeah, I'm going to do this one in a 32. I don't know if that's centered on that wall, but I'm going to leave it anyway because I don't really want to mess with it too awful much. And then over here, I'm actually going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to get rid of this light. I'm going to first change this one. Just like I did the previous one, I'm going to have its brightness so it's not quite so overpowering. Yeah, there we go. Make that a nice soft light in there. I'm going to get rid of this light. And I'm actually going to use this nice big wall that we have over here. Let's see, how do I want to do it? There we go. And I'm gonna see if I can put like a portrait or something in here, like a really nice one. It doesn't really suit me. Hey, that's not bad. Now I notice it's not letting me change the size. Okay, so if I can't change the size, and I don't want to do that one, we'll go ahead and we'll do this one again. But this time I'm going to do an actual gold frame, make it stand out a little bit more. Of course, we're going to do the matte, and I'm going to do... There we go. Yeah! Have it take up that space really well. Let's see, I'm going to line it up to... There we go. I want to line it up on this side to the leading edge of those stairs. And then I will come back with more wall lamps. Now, one thing is, I hate to have to use these because you can't center them properly. But also, there's the point that, see, I can't center that on that spot. There's also the point that's a little bit more expensive, and I have to be really, really careful with how I use these. But honestly, I'm starting to think that those might be the best option. But I'm still going to do something like this. Ah, that slant is going to ruin this idea. Never mind. Okay. So, being that I can't center it, I'm going to have to do what I like to refer to as a pseudo-center. And that means I'm going to need to do 2 of them. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to do 2 of them that are symmetrical over the spot I wanted to center. There we go. And we're going to see if I can... There we go. There we go. Let's see, change that style, because I want that to be... I want it to be black iron. There we go. There we go. Those are max brightness too, aren't they? Yeah, I was hoping it'd be a little bit brighter, but that's actually not a big deal. What I can do is I can put a nice little lamp over this. Can't I just duplicate that from somewhere? Yes, that's right. I did place them in here, didn't I? I'll just duplicate this one. We'll place it over this. There we go. Kind of has that wraparound effect. And on this wall, something big and tall. I don't know if I want to put another picture on this wall, because I have that one there, and I want your eyes to kind of follow up and around rather than being distracted. But at the same time, it seems like it's a very oddly blank wall, don't you think? But I can't think of what I would want to put there. I don't want anything too interesting. I do want something that's a little bit more subtle. I guess I could do like stuff like this, but I don't like the fact that it's got the rolled edges. If it was flat, it would be okay. It's another rolled edge. Okay. Well, let's see if I can do something kind of... Actually, that's not bad. That has just enough visual intrigue. Actually, you know what? That might work. I'm not going to do a matte for this, so I'm just going to make it nice and big. Oh, whoops. Whoops! Oh, lost my size. Really wish these would keep their settings. You know, that works. Not sure how I feel about the edge not aligning properly. Looks like it's at 48. Something weird about that aspect ratio, I guess. Let's go up to 52. Yeah, that works pretty well. I like that. It adds just enough to that wall that it doesn't distract from the wall itself. There we go. And it kind of just follows around and it doesn't distract. I like that. I like that a lot. And then this one, of course, has that visual intrigue that makes you stop and want to look at it for a moment. Yeah, that works. So we'll go ahead and we'll call that good, and we'll run it in here. And this is, like I said, this is actually going to be the last room that I do for this episode. I'm just going to run down the game room. And I already have, again, a really strong idea of how I want to do this one. Let's start with the desk. It's going to be the focal point of this. Let's see, dining table, desks. I wanted to do a corner desk, but let me actually look and see if there's any other options. Oh wow. Oh, wow. That's cool. I might do that one. Let me have a look. This one kind of looks like you're probably supposed to put this against a wall and have this kind of facing out towards into the room. And of course, there's this one that I saw. This one's more like a gamer desk. I'm not a fan of doing that one. Ooh, and I see this one now too. This one you're probably supposed to slide up in here because I don't see that slant for using it in the corner. And then there's, yeah, of course there's this one. I could use this one. It gives me lots of space to put like monitors. But doesn't really have much visual intrigue to it. Whereas this one seems like it might be 5,000. Listen, okay? Like, I see that a lot of these are kind of expensive, but I was looking at those prices as I kind of came through. Alright, yeah, this one's 3,500. That one's really inexpensive. Okay, so the one I've already placed is already 5,000. I should have looked. I didn't realize. You gotta be really careful with placing furniture in this, especially when you're coming from House Member 1. and you're used to having, you know, like, tens of millions in the bank, and it doesn't matter what you buy. Should have paid attention. But yeah, this one has the visual intrigue that I'm kind of interested in. There it is. And I'm actually going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Right like that. Oh, looks like it's not all the way to the left. I can't go any further to the left. Is this meant to be not against the wall, or is this like not built correctly? Oh, here we go. I'm guessing there was this kind of... That's weird. That was weird. Developers, that was weird. Anyway. Okay, so I've got that now. So I'm actually going to look. Suno. Can I just search that? Yes. And it looks like there are some interesting options here, but that cabinet's going to be way too big. I cannot use that like anywhere. I guess what I could do, I could move it over to this side instead and put the cabinet behind it. That'd be okay. See, that's where it's getting weird. Like, I have to place it, and I kind of have to finagle with it, and it's still not going. It's not wanting to go flush against the wall for some reason. It really doesn't like that. Well, I can't get it back against the wall on this side again. It's so weird that I can't just move it to the left a little bit. Like, I got it a moment ago. But now I can't get it any closer to that wall. There it goes. I wonder why that is. Like, I genuinely wonder why that is. Okay, so there we go. So if I use the wall to aim it, it's fine. But if I use the floor to aim it, it is not. But anyway, now that I can kind of get this one in here, I could do like this. That's all right. It's not quite what I would have hoped for. I don't much care for that. But I do like the idea of having like the monitors over here instead. Because this is actually sheltered from the direct sunlight because it has that little overhang right there. Wait, is that a casement? Can I not open that? Yeah, this one can open. But that one can't. Odd. Anyway, let's go look at the storage. Let's see, tall storage. Is there like a corner shelf? Like one that's meant to go into a corner? That'd be great. Doesn't seem like it. Oh well. Oh, there's that one. It's more like a garage shelf, but you know, that does fit the bill of what I was looking for. There we go. Let's see. You know what? I am going to move it back over here. Oh, come on. Really? Now, you're doing this again? I don't get it. I do not get why it just doesn't like to do this. There it goes. That's really, really weird. I wonder why it's doing that. But anyway, I'm going to find me another case. This is the one I use in the other room. Wait, no, it's not. That's a different one. But yeah, I want one that's kind of opens and closes. And I'm thinking this one might do it. I'm not seeing another one that's really fitting what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's just that one. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do this one. Let's see. Okay. And I'm going to do... I like that. That looks really well. That looks good. Let's see. We're going to do matte plastic in the white. And the front is going to be matte plastic in the black. And then the handle I'm going to leave as steel. And the details, that's the interior. I thought. What's changing? Aha, it's the feet. I'm fine with that just being black. Kind of give it like that contemporary look, but more or less just to match the desk. There we go. Okay. All right, let's build a gaming setup. Let's see. First things first, let's put down the computer. I want to place the chair last because that's going to be, it's going to be really hard to work around it if I don't. Let's see. Let's start with, oh, okay. You know what? Sure. Put the phone over there. Let's see, the PC. I don't care for the red. I'm just going to do it all black. Neat. A standard monitor. Let's see what else we have. Some gaming console. Got a few speakers. That's actually that's a nice speaker. I might put up a shelf above and put the speakers on it. We'll see how it goes after I get the desk a little bit more put together. Let's see. How close can I get that? Not overly, but I can at least do 2 monitors. I was hoping I could do 3, because that's how I like my setup. But that is okay. 2 is fine. Let's see, off center just a little bit. And then you put the mouse down on a mouse pad, but I don't see a mouse pad. Anti-theft alarm. I might put one of those in as well, but I'll do that in the next episode when I get to the downstairs rooms. Also, I saw in a comment that someone had the idea of doing a bedroom and bathroom using what I have as the laundry room now and the garage. That's not a bad idea, actually. But the only problem with me doing that for my use is just the fact that I'm building this house with the idea that I'm going to be the only one in it. So there's not really a reason to have another bathroom. Or another bedroom, I should say. Having a second bathroom is always nice, and having like that half bath that I put in is actually a really great idea. If nothing else, but to have a place for like your guests to go, so they're not stomping halfway through your house and going to like your primary bathroom all the time. It's not that there's anything wrong with that necessarily. It's just it's a little bit easier to keep everything segregated. Let's see. I can't think of anything else I'd want to do. Let me go see about that shelf. Here we go. Yeah, something like this. How large is that? Not as large as I thought it was going to be. Let's see. Any better options? Oh, wow. That's not any bigger. But this one, no. That one looks bigger. Yeah, there we go. And it looks like this one is actually the same kind of aesthetic as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. We're going to bring it down a little bit tighter. I'm actually going to set it against that wall. Yeah, that matches up against the side of the desk. And with that, I'm going to take the opportunity to put in those speakers I was talking about previously. That'll work. And I'm going to do that in black. Do that in white. Do these in gray. Go. And up here on the wall, I'm going to put in a TV as well. It doesn't have to be a big one. I just need a TV in here. There we go. Oh, that does work. Oh, that's cool. But it doesn't matter. This is the pleasure room rather than. I probably shouldn't word it that way. This is the game room, not the business office. I realized right away the mistake I was actively making. Let's see. There we go. It's like that cracked leather. We'll do the smooth, glossy. Actually, you know what? Another unpopular opinion. I've never been a big fan of leather office chairs, personally. At least not these really big ones. The smaller ones that are meant for more style and task function don't bother me as much when they're leather. These bother me a lot. If they're in leather, they do not breathe the way they really should. And that's actually going to do it for that. There we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll go back in here. I'll tell you what, I've got an idea. I'm going to go ahead and grab the console. Wait. That's a lot of hookups for a console. Because that's USB. Those are like display ports, is what they look like. That looks like it might be a USB 3. That's an on-off. That's the power connector. And I'm guessing that's the 3.5 millimeter audios. But usually that's going to be like your primary speakers, either a sub or an auxiliary, and the mic input. And there's two USBs on the front. Like, I know that consoles are really getting close to... I also see the headphones. I'm going to put those down as well. I know consoles are getting really close to being computers that are just heavily optimized for their purpose. But I didn't think they were that close. Whoa. That's like a special edition, boy. I'm just going to hit it like this, and I'm going to do it that way. And we'll put this over here, and we're just going to pretend that's hooked up to the TV. Go. Whoops. We'll do this. And of course you could use this for like either the PC or the console. I wouldn't try to hook it up to just one, or use it for just one. Of course, there's the headphones. Okay, and we need a remote for the TV. It's going to go over there. Let's see. I see some fire alarms and stuff like that in here as well. That's going to be really cool to get installed. CO2 sensor. I already put down one of those. I don't want to put down another one. You know what? I'm going to place this one down just so I can see what it does. Huh? That's it? It doesn't actually do anything? I'm disappointed. I am genuinely disappointed. Okay, so now, like I said, with this big red wall, I wanted to break up the monotony, and I've done that really well with the desk. But now we're going to put in some posters to kind of help break it up a little bit further. And I'm going to do the game posters. Let's see. We're going to be wild. Okay, that's more like a Company of Champions. Let's see. Heart. I do want a heart flipper. I absolutely do. That's going to take up the whole wall, isn't it? I don't want to have to take up the whole wall. I want some room to put in like a couple of different ones. I'll put in one of these. Which one? That guy looks cool. Let's see. What else have we got? Actually, it looks like those are the only two, because the other one is this one, but it's a really, really big poster. So I'm going to go and just move this one over, and we'll just kind of, we'll do it like that. Kind of fill out the space a little better. There we go. Excellent. Okay. That breaks that up really nicely. And then over here, I can kind of put just knickknacks and stuff like that. But I won't do that. I just wanted to put something here to fill up this corner, which has been done pretty well. But yeah, there's like enough room in here that you could put like another guest chair to sit here and like watch TV with you or something. Yeah, this side over here is super interesting, and this side isn't. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but that's mostly because I left this all as one big blank wall for this exact purpose. So I'm not exactly sure what else to do in here. And of course, I'll fill this up with knickknacks as well, because there's a few different things I could do. I see a quick little addition I could make here. Let's see. Not sure how I feel about that. I really wish there was another option for corner shelves. I could just do a series of these. It's going to be kind of a little janky, but for what I'm trying to do anyway. Let's see. Let's go through low storage. Let's go ahead and drop something like this. And I do want this to be wood so that it actually does offset a little bit. Let's still get in there. That works. And then I want to go back to shelves. I think I want to do these. Yeah, I'll just leave it as wood. It's okay. There we go. I'll do one every couple. There we go. That's going to break up that room really nicely. And I guess I could put like something there and there if I really wanted to. But I'm going to leave it for that. I'm going to leave it that because that kind of gives a good place to, you know what, I'll leave those as wood, but I'm still going to go over here. I'm going to change out for this one because I do want to keep like the contemporary aesthetic that I've got going over here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Kind of matches all the way through, and then leave those as the wood because they're just so small that it won't make any difference. There we go. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And of course, like I said, I'll go back later and put in the knickknacks. But for now, we'll just go through one final tour just to show you all that we've done here, all the decorating. And like I said, I've always preferred keeping things simple and like letting the building itself kind of speak. So there's like lots of colors here that they're just kind of melding together. They don't really stand out against each other. I don't want anything to be extremely standoffish. I don't want anything to really accentuate itself that I don't want accentuated. And a great example is, as we go into our final room for our last tour, this fireplace is actually exactly what I'm talking about there. And you know what? I never did actually change that over to the new brass, did I? So that was this one. We're going to go in here. There we go. And that looks much better. But yeah, that's actually what I'm talking about, is having like this be like the centerpiece of this wall and letting everything else kind of accentuate to it. This room, I had a much more clear picture of what I wanted to do with it than the other rooms. And I think that really kind of came into the inspiration, like the eureka moment of what I could make this room. But yes, we're going to cut it off there. There we go. Have a good one, my dudes. Cheers.